Having a rough day? Do you find yourself acting irrationally? Do you get mistaken as a hyena when you laugh? Or do word salads occur frequently? Now there's help. Introducing Trumpanol. Trumpanol is designed specifically for those suffering with Trump derangement syndrome. Don't allow TDS to control your life anymore. Trumpanol is fast-acting, delivering relief from the stress of campaign season. Side effects may include registering as a Republican or voting for Donald Trump. Consult with your doctor before taking Trumpanol.
If you don't believe in God, why do you get triggered when Christians tell you your life choices could lead you to hell?
Woke scientists are claiming that telling your kids Santa Claus is real is unethical. Hey, woke scientists, you know what else is unethical? Letting your 9-year-old son, Justin, believe that he's a Britney and getting him surgery to affirm it. You guys are letting kids identify as cardboard boxes, but Santa Claus is where you draw the line? It's mind-blowing that out of all people, a wokey doesn't understand children believing in something that isn't real. It's pretend. If you're woke, your whole fucking life's pretend. You pretend you're gender. You pretend you're a victim. You pretend you know better than everybody else. You pretend you're accepting. You pretend that the last 4 years were absolutely and let me tell you something else. You can pretend that my new Christmas song doesn't exist, but it does. And you can pretend that it doesn't offend you, but it will.
Do I only date conservative guys? Does Hillary delete her emails?
I've said it before and I'll say it as many times as it needs saying, okay? Trump voters are either highly uneducated or fundamentally bad people. Either they don't understand the issues and they're voting on something they don't understand, or they do understand the issues and they understand that by voting for Trump they will harm people and they do it anyway, making them a bad person. Or there's a third category, which is that you are willfully ignoring every piece of data that contradicts your viewpoint, making you a fucking idiot.
So liberal women won't date a guy because he voted for Trump, but they'll obsess over a guy because he murdered a CEO? Got it.
I've been getting a little too many compliments on my hair from men lately.
These people are totally deranged. They have just completely lost it, and they need to take a couple doses of Trumpanol. I love that ad. Welcome back to another episode of Libs of TikTok. If you are new to this channel, take this opportunity. Head on down, click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're notified the second we upload a brand new video like the one that you're watching right now.
So I'm suggesting that we boycott the color red because Donald Trump and his minions with the MAGA movement have completely demolished the value of that color. Because whenever I see somebody in public wearing a red shirt or a red sweater, I automatically know they voted for Trump. In fact, I even threw away every piece of red and gold Christmas decor that I had in my house. And honestly, I think if you're still wearing red at this point in time after the election, it's just showing how ignorant you are. Because I know when I see you guys in public wearing your red caps, I run the other way. Red used to be such a patriotic color too, and now it just is like an identifier for who's in a cult. And now the only people who wear red are idiotic Trump supporters who don't know anything.
Ever notice how the same people that claim gender isn't real want a female president?
First thing my mom asked me after she saw that I cut all my hair off, she goes, "Are you a lesbian?" "No, Mom, I just experienced the most traumatic event of my life inflicted upon me by my own family who I thought loved me unconditionally."
Constantly hear about Social Security running out of money. Why don't we ever hear about welfare running out of money?
I'm done crying. My sadness is over. My anger has set in. I am a very petty person, and I am very proud of that. Love it about myself, actually. And so I say this in the most disrespectful way possible. I don't care if you are my family. I don't care if you're my friend. I don't care if we've been friends our entire lives. You can literally go yourself if you voted for Donald Trump. If you are so sad about your groceries being expensive, get a better job. Do better in life. Get an education. Do something. Because you're stupid. And I hope you go jump off a bridge.
I'll make it my life's mission, my dying wish, that none of you weirdos can hide in the future. You can't lie to your kids. You can't lie to your grandkids about, oh, it was so confusing. It was hard to see the truth. He was so convincing. I will not let you get away with that. Like, that was not normal. This is not normal. I will make it clear to everyone. Like, I will make sure no one is confused about how things were right now in this very vital, crucial time in American history, that it was not confusing. It was not confusing at all. You just stood for that. You stood with that and for that. Like, I can't emphasize enough, there will be nowhere to hide, and history is going to look back on this and look back on you in a very negative light.
I'm a witch, meaning I literally practice witchcraft, and people are like, Sasha, mainly Christians, it's gonna send you to hell. Come, be on the path of Jesus Christ and follow the good word. And I'm like, but someone has to hex the and you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna risk your soul, but I'm willing to risk mine. I'm willing to go up to them pearly gates, look Jesus in the face and go, someone had to do it. And you know what? Everybody becomes a lot cooler with the fact that I practice witchcraft really quickly.
So, by the way, for the second round, Trump voters, we're not giving you any more grace. We're not giving you any more autonomy. We're not giving you any more time. You voted for that. Deal with it.
These people are deranged. They're out of their mind. They are crazy nut jobs. And it's our job to share this with others. They need to see what happens when you're brainwashed by the far left media for quite some time, that when things don't go your way, you turn on the camera and you act like a petty loser.
I'm obsessed with freedom of speech. And by everyone, I mean conservatives, Republicans, patriots, whatever they want to call themselves. You have freedom of speech. You've always had freedom of speech. I just saw this video by some 20-something listing out the reasons why she voted the way that she did. And amongst a lot of takes, naturally, was for freedom of speech. Brittany, I can't light your balayage on fire over that stupid video. That's freedom of speech. You have it. Or those Trump trucks that are like fully decked out in his merch. 7 flags whipping out the back, screaming at people on the street, begging to be topped. They're begging to be topped by that man. I have not seen more sub behavior in my life. They want to be domed by Don so bad, and I can't punch them in the jugular for it, even though they absolutely deserve it. That is freedom of speech. Y'all have it. There are people that have actually good takes, like denouncing what It's Not Real is doing in the Middle East, and they're getting fired for it. So in some ways, you actually have more freedom of speech than other people. So what's the problem? And the thing is you'll shut your traps for the next 4 years. Freedom of speech will cease to exist in your little pea brains until it's time for you to fill out a ballot again. So it's clearly not a problem otherwise. So what's the fascination with it?
Just a gentle reminder that Donald Trump is not a self-made successful businessman. He's a Nepo baby that blew his daddy's money, went bankrupt 6 different times, and has 34 felony conviction counts for falsifying business records. Man is not a successful businessman. He's a con artist, and he plays.
I just keep making videos because I'm so pissed off. And I guess the video that I'm going to make now is the one that really comes from my soul. If you are a woman and you voted for this man, shame on you.
I think we severely underestimated the amount of women around us who will never be able to stop seeking the approval and validation of the white men around them. And y'all really exposed yourself with the results of this election. These white women who voted against our interests, these are the women that we went to high school with, that we were best friends with in college, that we played sports with our whole lives. But they chose to listen to their dads. They chose to listen to their boyfriends or their husbands. They chose to put the interests of the white men around them in their lives above the interests of women, above the interests of minorities, above the interests of oppressed people. I will never be able to wrap my mind around that. How you can be a highly educated woman, see how women around you are being treated, see how minorities around you are being treated, and still choose to value the opinion of the white men around you the most and vote for their interests. One of the most important women in my life married a rich white man, and she chose to vote for his interests instead of the interests of her 3 daughters. The silence from all of these women right now who could not bring themselves to vote for Harris, to vote for another woman in this election, is shameful, and we will not forget.
It is time you follow Meme Wars on social media. Head over and join us on X. There's a link in the description below. We are posting videos, we are posting comments, everything is going over to X. Make sure you join us there. And Instagram, we are having all of our reels, our short form videos that come out of the videos we're making right now will be posted over on Instagram, and then you can share it with your friends a little bit more easily as well. And Rumble will have all of our full videos on as well, just in case something happens here like we've talked about before. But make sure you go in the description below, subscribe there, and support Meme Wars, because the truth needs to be told, and it's going to be told by us. It's not going to be told by the mainstream media. So make sure you head over there right now.
He didn't get an Emmy for his TV program 3 years in a row, and he started tweeting that the Emmys were rigged against him.
Should have gotten it.
This
Vice President Biden, you are holding much smaller events with...
Because nobody will show up.
People with...
What's true? Nobody shows up to his rally.
he said back in 2006, gee, I hope it does collapse, because then I can go in and buy some and make some money. Well, it did collapse.
That's called business, by the way.
It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Yeah, because you'd be in jail.
It's amazing. I mentioned food stamps, and that guy who's seriously overweight went crazy.
I just walked some Christmas candy that my neighbors make every year and leave on people's porches. I just walked it back over to their house and stuck it on their porch and walked away. That's unlike me. But they've had their giant Trump Take America Back Again flag up for months. They know my daughter's transgender. I've tried talking to them about it, kindly and gently, asking them not to do something that would basically destroy my child. And they didn't care. So at this moment in time, I feel that it would be really hypocritical of me to accept a gift from them. I don't care that it's Christmas, okay? Make Christmas every day. Give my daughter the gift of safety, a bathroom she can use in her name and her gender. How about that? Give her that. And then you can do all the candy you want. Until then, you can take your candy back again.
Please keep the HRT in Christmas. Christmas without HRT is Sismas, and I think we can all agree we need the HRT. Happy holidays.
I want you to know from the depths of my soul that I hope every sense of joy that you have is sucked out of every single cell in your body, and I don't mean that with hyperbole. From the depths of my soul, let me take my glasses off, I didn't pay for the reflective coating. Every single time you see my face, I hope you have any sense of joy evaporates, dissipates, does not exist. And anytime you go to consume any media created by anybody who's queer or indigenous or black or trans or a woman or anybody that you voted against, because let's be real, any media worth consuming, any media that's funny or engaging or smart or informative or anything that's actually worthwhile consuming is created by the groups of people that you voted against. I hope every time you go to consume that media, the joy, the energy you get from it is sucked right out of you. And I mean that with my, I don't even know if I'm looking at the camera right now because I took my glasses off, so I probably should put them back on. I mean that with every soul of my
They're all the same. All these videos we have watched today, they're all angry, they're all upset, they all feel like their whole world's crumbled because Trump derangement syndrome has completely taken over their brains. But every video was the same, wasn't it? They're angry, they're yelling at you, telling you you ruined their lives. This is what woke does. They can't handle it. After they've been told for 4 years, 8 years, that Trump's the boogeyman, and the mainstream media has told us that he's going to be locked up. He won't win. There's no way he's beating Kamala. There's no way he's beating Joe. It just kept going on and on. And when the world crashed, just like it did with Hillary, they never learned from the defeat against Hillary. But for some reason, they thought this time is different. And it didn't go their way. And now the next 4 years are going to be golden. And I don't feel bad at all for continuing to expose the left woke ideology and how it does this to people, because our society deserves better. They deserve to be free from wokeism and deserve to have freedom. And come join MAGA values. That's where it's at. Freedom, lower cost of living, cheaper gas, right? All that stuff. That's all we want is a better life and better for our families. So why can't you join on that other than being told lies about what the boogeyman might do to you, even though you forget he was president before and he didn't do those things that they told you he was going to do. Stop buying into the BS and join our side. That's going to tell you the truth. Make sure you head on down and subscribe to Meme Wars so you get these videos and you get the truth and you get to see how wackos act. That's plain and simple. They have just got crazy in their brain right now, and they need to figure out that they've been lied to. Once you've accepted that, then you can start to heal. You can start to realize that conservatism is the only way to go. Thank you guys so much for all the support, like always. Like I said, subscribe, thumbs up this video, and share this video. Others need to see, and they need to share it with others so you can start seeing how crazy the left can be when they do not get their way. Thank you guys for all the support, like always. Just like that, today's video is over, and I will see you guys on the next one.